Hey there, welcome to Broken Arrow. Today we're going to have a look at the Black Coast map. I'm going to be going over here, and in order to do that, I have brought a Striker / Special Forces deck. Might not be the right call. Here's why. This is a pretty narrow field of fire to fairly narrow area. Basically it's from here to there. So there's not a whole lot of flanking opportunity. That being said, there is some opportunity to get some units, at least to these buildings and pushing forward. And I think that's where the Strikers might be useful. I'm going to bring a Black Hawk over there. And I'm going to start sending a Striker forward. I have these Strikers with the ICV. And I'm going to send a Trooper Squad over. I've grown to like the Troopers with their Javelin. Because it's nice fire and forget. Makes things really easy. I'm going to take potentially Golf on the way in. If that doesn't work, we'll just see how it goes. Starting with 1 ASF, always pay your air tax. Now, this is a game that I'm recording and commenting on live. That means it is possibly going to be a little worse when it comes to commentary, simply because I'm doing two things at once. I'm trying to do commentary, and I'm trying to get some decent gameplay out there for you. Just gonna missile out. There's a lot of planes around. A lot of planes. Yep, there's the problem. This means that my Black Hawk here is now at risk. They've definitely taken most of the points here. They still got 2 birds operational. 3 birds, actually, including a half-dead raptor. Oh, we got another one. Boom, there goes another. Now, sometimes you're going to go, oh great, I've already lost the opener. Not necessarily. Because in situations like these, yes, it's possible that you lose the opener, but you can very much come back from that later. Everybody out. Now, before that bird turns around. Yep, I was too high up, and I lost my forces. Oh, we got a Venom. That's a pretty aggressive deployment. He's got 6 airborne snipers in there. And they deployed snipers down there. Well, those are going to have a fairly interesting day fighting off my infantry. Let's get a Booker over there. I'm sending the Booker up earlier because it's going to take them relatively longer to get there. Oh crap, there's a whole lot more in there. APS took the first hit. Troopers, get in. The problem is now, I don't really have an answer to that Venom, so I'm assuming my troopers will take that down. Thank you. And now I can get some distance, and the Force Recon's going to get engaged by the grenade launcher here. Now, how are we doing on the rest of the map? Got a decent amount of vehicles going there. This is a bit of a concern. Oh, great. We got a potential support player here. I'm seeing nothing but some light stuff from Razor Break. So that has me a little concerned. Come on, we need to get rid of those special forces. Force Recon has to go. Because they're getting a lot of time to get into position there. So I'm going to send scouts and troopers, well, not troopers then, stingers, forward. I need to get in there. Because this delaying action potentially got them all the way, yep, there we go. They're in Gulf. And I don't really have a whole lot of support units going there. I got 1 Iron Fist. 1 Booker. Not sure if that's going to be enough. Let's get an Apache in there. Bit of a contentious choice, this Apache, because some people might go, why the hell are you just carrying rocket pods? Because this is a cheap fire support Apache. That's how I have it kitted out. That's what I have it for. So that's why it doesn't have a whole lot of firepower. I didn't want to make it too expensive. Yeah, they got 50% map control. They got more of the kills. We're going to try and cut them off now. Yeah, bullet catchers disembark. You guys, I don't envy your job, because you're basically going to be taking bullets so that the Javelin and the Booker are going to have something to shoot at. Now, if that's the only thing they have, that'd be great. Potentially eliminate it. No, actually we're going to just send the troopers in. I don't know if the area is safe. And I don't feel like taking that risk right now. Because if I do lose this vehicle, that's more expensive. What I don't really have right now is fire support anti-air, so we're going to call in the Striker Shorat. A couple of Kiowas, which are not yet doing much. But that can come later. You're going to maintain your course unless otherwise directed. I'm thinking this was a nice little diversion with just one vehicle. Because we're capturing it. Okay, that means the Javelin's going to stay here. Sorry, the Striker. I'm going to drop off my stuff. Oh, hello. That's an M1A1. And here comes the Marine Force. Let's get rid of that first. I can deal with that Abrams later. You're going to stay here. You're going to fall back. Once you've dropped off your gear. Go. Hell no. Kill that before it gets the infantry out. Thank you. Now, let's start capturing this. There we go, we got it. Get a better position for the scouts. Stinger team doesn't need to stay in the sector either. Because they know exactly what building I'm in right now. And I'm not really interested in advertising my position that much. Oh. Problematic. It's a Striker Shorat. And I can't really disengage from that. So I'm probably going to lose the Apache. Yep. I can, however, engage that Striker Shorat. And now they're going to engage my Super Cobra. So the Stingers are ready for that. Go on. Fight me. In the meanwhile, you guys can move in. This thing is now a little bit out of place, I'd say. There we go. Got that. Come on, boys. Got one charge left. I recommend you use it. Are you too close or something? That'd be unfortunate. Smoke. I need to get some additional troops in here, because I don't have enough. Get another Booker, short range, and I need to get some troopers in a Striker. Run. Get in there. Take that Super Cobra out. It's a nice target. Get him. Thank you. Well done. Relocate. You're going to go home. You're going to fall back, and we're going to start throwing a couple of Javelins at that M1A1. Just to dissuade it from further action a little bit. Striker Shorat in position. Airborne Snipers in position. Let's get these Airborne Snipers dropped off. Put them in the ridge line there. Oh, crap, you guys are out. Hello. That's one. LAV's taking a lot of damage. These guys also got short range AT. Let's get rid of that LAV. I need to get some supplies in here. There you go. Well done. Okay. I need to make sure that my units survive this somehow. And right now, I'm going to pretend to be stronger than I actually am. Oh, nope, 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 nope. I think he might have caught on. Come on, get the Javelin off. Yes. Unsure if I got that. We're going to pop smoke with these guys as well. Oh, crap. Oh, that's going to be a problem. We got a missile out, but right into the building. Great. I took out their Shorad. I cannot engage that with a grenade launcher, not possibly. This one, however, has firepower. This one might be able to help out. Come on. Missile out. Get the M1A1. Nice work. That's the beauty of those fire and forget missiles. You guys are going to move up. And I already got some new infantry coming up. I got a new Booker coming up. Something I'm not great at is looking at the rest of the map. And that might come to bite me here. I'm going to get a tow team in here. Let's go the other way. I want to get this with a sniper team and a tow team, which is going to take up position here for now. So we can start suppressing anything moving out into the open across or towards Bravo. In the meanwhile, we're first going to fix up everything we have left before being able to push in. It looks like they prefer this route, which is fine. I can make use of that by deploying another tow team closer to the front line and potentially using a tow from here to shoot anything that moves there, which is also why the airborne snipers are here. Alright, you guys haven't seen anything, which is interesting. Let's get you moving up a little. I'm going to deploy... And this is where my deck needs work. What I don't really have that much of is short-range AT. I have javelins and they're phenomenal, but they're standoff. So short-range firepower is where I am lacking. And therein lies the problem. Got some large arty. Got 500 points. Let's get some additional points going. Going to hotel is a bit of an extension. So instead I would like to get Bravo back. I can do a Fighting Falcon run against them when I want, but I think for now, sending a Longbow might be slightly safer. I want you guys to get dropped off there and go home. Already keeping up the order. You're going to get yourself fixed up. You're ready to go-ish. Go. Let's get these guys dismounted. Yeah, they're going to push into there now. Right on cue. Okay, let's give me some troopers and a stinger team. Or a sniper team, because I can't really afford anything else. Booker's going to go forward and try to far support. You're going to go here. You're going to go here. You're ready to go. Off you go. You're going to sit here. And we do have the position here-ish. A couple of units coming in from there. That can be a problem. Alright. Let's see if I can intercept that Dragoon. Hello. Oh, they got trophies too. However, I can intercept those javelins. You cannot intercept my shells that well. So that's going to be a problem for you. Missiles out. Active protection. But I got more shots than you have APS. So I'm willing to chance this. And I think I'll win that. As long as you got... There we go. That's one down. I think that Milo over here is also aware of the problem. Let's go. You guys to get dropped off here, because they're about to capture Delta. Kills-wise, we're still behind. Caps-wise, I'd say we're doing pretty well. You can handle that. You don't need my help. Okay. Since I don't really have another active tank threat, except for this M1A2, I'm going to send it over there. Okay, boys. Let's get going. Snipers go there. Black Hawk goes home. Javelin... Sorry, Striker goes there to support. You go there to support. I want to get the Striker Shore Rat. I'm going to relocate my strong point a bit and go over here. You still need to get fixed up. Okay. Let's get a helo to do that. Just drop some supplies here quickly. Alright, tow team. You're going to sit here. And then the Humvee gets sold off. There's a shadow flying around. Okay, I got no further tank threat, so I'm going to disengage with the Longbow. I'll tell these guys to move up. I'm going to start opening up a second front. So I'm going to try and capture Bravo. We have infantry there. Oh. Force Recon is still there. Where the hell are you going, dude? No. Run. Apparently we're not alone anymore. You're gonna drop off here, sir. That's exactly why. Right there. That's why. Because they're gonna keep doing this. Go. We got 150 to get the cap. Drop off the supplies and leave. We got... Oh, brother. You're gonna get busy. A couple of Super Cobras just joined the fight. And very close at that. Get some stingers involved. Not sure why he's just rushing in here. But he's going to come to regret that. There's one. I think he's trying to fight back against my vehicles. Okay, let's relocate this. I just lost my striker. Here's the tow team engaging. And missed right into the water. A couple of vehicles coming over. Let's get another Longboy. I don't think they have much. think they have much. I can exploit that. Get that drone out of my sky. Really? You need 2 shots for that? Huh. I'm kind of used to these things going down to 1 shot, but alright. There you go. Well done, Shorat. Relocate. We're capturing Delta. Phase ends in 40 seconds. This is why I want to capture it right now. You're going to sit there. You're going to sit there. Over here, we should have... Oh, we got Bravo. Well done. Well done. Kind of forgot about that flank. How far can you see? I have not yet used any ammunition. Okay, I'm going to push with one of these. I'm going to tell the sniper team to start moving out. I'm going to get the striker ICV a shot to use, or a chance to use its javelin. Oh, somebody's going for a bombing run on it. There we go, +1. There's another F-16 out there. I wonder where he's going. I'm going to tell him to go away. Striker. Activate radar. That should be a hit. And there's another hit. Oh, you're just randomly bombing this area. Alright, fine. F-15, take it down. Thank you. That's a free kill. Appreciate it. He's falling back now. Alright. You guys, you're gonna get a helo to drop some supplies in. This iron dude can move up. You can move up. You can move up. Aircraft sold off. That's some points. Enemy laser. Where do you see that? Incoming drone. Now, I do have access to a couple of Brutus, and considering what is coming off of these buildings here, I am interested in getting rid of that. So, let's call in a double. Yes, let's call in a double. Let's call in a double Brutus. Let's make sure that this position still gets support. Oh, crap. Weapon squad, hold your position. I'm gonna advance. I'm gonna take this position here. Start threatening Gulf. Sorry, Fox, not Gulf. Fox. Kills-wise, we're up. Cap-wise, we're up. And I really don't have that many units on the field, I feel. This longbow, however, is not being used to the right effect, so I'm gonna sell it off again. Yeah, they're just guessing. Oh, that's not guessing. MLRS. Originating right there. Alright, double Brutus. Let's hotkey these boys. Get them forward. Humvee can start to engage. There's... Ooh. Oh, that's valuable. I need to get the other boys involved as well. Call the HIMARS. And just preemptively, I'm going to call some supplies in. I want you to start doing some offensive maneuvers here. Range is 1200. That's too close. I'm not doing that. You really want to fight me? I mean, okay. Troopers destroyed. That's here. Fall back. Shorat, fall back. You got machine gun and an autocannon. There they are. Oh, crap. Nope, 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 nope. Give me just a cheap supply vehicle then. Go. Snipers, forward. Troopers. I don't know. Start making your way over there, because right now I don't need you where you're currently at. Alright, you boys. We're going to blow this up. That's a nice, valuable target. I want to get in there. Weapon squad has been decimated. And we don't have optics. No, no, no. Not a right call. Not against that AA right there. Kill that AA. There goes the supply dump. Relocating. Let's get that Shorat out of the way. Hit. That was unfortunately a miss. He's taken that building. I am not going to take the other building. I don't like that position because it's too predictable. I'm fully expecting to get shot at if I even make a move there, so I'm not going to. let's get another tow vehicle in here. Because I'm dealing with Abrams, which have typically a high defense value, so a lot of protection systems, and I don't want to fight that. So, to that end, I'm going to have to overwhelm their defenses. Actually, hitch a ride here. Oh, I can pick up these supplies as well. Alright, you're going to dump the supplies, and you're going to go home. Got MLRS over here. Let's get you going. Ceasefire, Brutus, relocate. I need to get some easy and cheap supplies going, like here. He's got the same idea. Got a Booker over there. We're doing pretty well on cap control now. If we can hold this, I feel pretty good about it. No. What the hell was that about? Need to get rid of that mech rifle team. Missile out. Going up against the Bradley. And that's a kill. Well done. And there we have a problem. Get back. Booker, I might need you. We got a bunch of Bradleys inbound. This is when I'm going to call in a Longbow. Just to quickly get rid of it. Yeah, that's a mortar position. It's a high rate of fire something. Okay, we have one missile hit from the Bradley. Or on the Bradley, rather. Now I need you to relocate. Stop. Do not get into this fight. Unfortunately, these Humvees are fragile as everything, so they will go down very quickly. Need to target the lead vehicle. I need the howitzers to engage that. Need to get the transports. Transports are the problem here. APS should take that. I still have one more APS charge left. There you go. Alright, so that stalled their push, and now my artillery can hammer these boys. And I can get the snipers over there potentially as well. Not sure if I'm going to get the kill, but at least he has the points sunk in. So he has a bit of a sunk cost problem there, a sunk points problem. The guys over on the right are doing apparently very well over at Charlie, because they're getting 70% of the map. We still have a full team on the enemy team, so they're not giving up. Let's get some snipers involved. I do have my sniper team here, but I'd like to see some more. Okay, you're going to relocate. You're going to go there. You are resupplying. I'm wasting the units over here a bit. So let's start rectifying that. Go there. Snipers here are going to move forward through the tree line. Tow team's going to move up. These troopers are going to move. Oh, great. Cruise missile bird got knocked out. That came from there. And that's targeting what used to be the location of the Brutus. Okay, so we got counter already. I mean, as much as can be expected, really. If you're paying attention, then you can very easily start countering that. That's a high-end trophy. I still got that Longbow deployed. Pull back. Don't need you at the moment. I'm trying to be more point conscious with these units. Making sure I don't keep too many units around which I don't actually need. What I do want is another set of troopers, and I don't have enough seats. A tow team's too expensive. Fine, we'll get some supplies. That's a shot at. Trajectory blocked. Oh, you guys are behind a building. Yeah, I imagine that's not helpful. We're gonna go back to our little tree line. Oh, what is this? That's a problem waiting to happen. I wonder if he has those units still in mind or if he forgot about them. If he knows about them, they're gonna move somewhere. If he doesn't, then that means there's a good chance he's forgotten about them, and we probably won't need to worry about them. Sniper team ready. Drop off, go out, let's have a look with snipers. Don't shoot anything. Just under the cover of stealth, get in there. Get rid of that bird, thank you. I can shoot them. But again, sunk cost. They're not actually being a threat. Yes, I can kill them to get some points, but I don't really see the benefit right now. So that's why I'm not actively engaging them. Now, if I can start putting pressure on Hotel, that's going to be interesting. But I might need to engage these boys first. That might need to go. So I guess I'm going to have to engage them anyway. It's turning into a bit of an arty match here. Oh, never mind. We already got somebody else going after that with a tow. Not a problem. Snipers run. HIMARS is standing by. I just need a high value target. Target for HIMARS? Well, here. You don't drive one of those Hemmets in if you don't have a bunch of supplies. Okay, hold on. I want you to engage that with the Brutus, and I want to have the HIMARS moving forward, because I need them elsewhere. You can go home. Troopers can move up a little. Snipers are going to go back home for supplies. Shoreite's going to move up behind the building. You are a spotter, if I'm not mistaken, because you got a laser designator. It's going to be an arty match. They're a little bit ahead on points arty-wise, but otherwise it's nothing too serious. Relocate. Oh, crap, these things are out. Okay, we're going to go and grab some supplies. Oh, hold on. You can grab this. Marked. Yeah, it's all there. Lots and lots and lots of it. Shoot back. Let's get the other HIMARS in as well. Because it looks like we're going to be spending a lot of supplies just shooting back and forth. And apparently only really high value units are getting risked right about now. In case you're wondering, this HIMARS is loaded out with cluster. So to that end, it's going to be able to engage groups of vehicles and specifically artillery. That is one of the rules I have for it. Oh, that's going to be interesting. Let's preemptively send a longbow that way. With the risk that I might forget about it. You got the supplies, good. Snipers are ready, good. Let's get the snipers moving forward. Push from right. Roger. Sending helo. Yeah, there's a bunch of shit coming in. Give me a second longbow, because it's going down. They're probably going to try and push on Charlie. It seems to be heavily enough defended. Ooh. Viper dropped on something else. Viper's not getting engaged by AA successfully. That's interesting. Oh, this would be such a nice target for my F-16. The problem is the enemy AA. Okay, I need you boys to relocate and start shooting up those AA-7s so I can start pushing a bit more. I might be able to shoot them from where those troopers are going to go, though. Drop off there and go home. Troopers forward. I can start using these guys to go forward. F-16 in the air. Listen up, son. We're going to do a bombing run against these Abrams. Just to soften them up. Make sure that the helos are going to have an easier time. Or not. Or not. Ideally, we'll be getting a lot of points from this. Split them up. Don't get them too close, because they will start getting a lot of AA fire here. Come on, bows. Get in there. There's absolutely no shortage of targets. So, we need to bank here. Yeah, they're all smoking up. That's a trophy system. I can overwhelm that. There's AA on this longbow already. And that is one trophy probably running out. Fall back. Wait until the skies have gotten a little bit less crazy. That's one down. It's two players. I'm looking at Jeep stuff and Deutsches Reich. So, it's going to be a little difficult to engage there. I'm going to borrow some supplies here. Why are you... Never mind. Don't interrupt the enemy when they're making a mistake. There's triple helos out there? Alright. That's going to require additional Stinger teams. And we're going to send those by Black Hawk. I do have the second HIMARS standing by. Let's just mess this up. 6 victory points earned. Very good. Now this push on the right, there's not a whole lot I can actively do, not with that much AA around. I tried to help him out, and the longbow almost got destroyed. The second longbow, that is. If we're able to eliminate these AA positions, I can deal with those Abrams no problem. But this is going to kill me before I can get into range. So I'm not terribly interested in actually going in there and taking that out. Fox is threatened. That's Alpha. Fox is over there. Got the troopers moving up a little bit. They are flipping some caps. But I'd say we still have plenty left. Okay, do I still need to send my... You're in there somewhere. That's a Sheridan. I think the AA is mostly dissipated. Maybe I can help out here. Because this seems to be another hotbed of attention. Alright, I want you to drop off. I want the Shorat to come out of hiding. And turn its radar on. Oh, they know about this. Go home. Stingers. We're gonna move up. Won't be fast, but if I can just take some time and get those helos shot at, that'd be great. Unfortunately, I don't have these boys loaded out with a different type of ammunition. It's just high explosive. It's not smart ammo. So, I can't actually shoot these helos out of the sky. That's a bit unfortunate. Let's move forward a bit. Situation here around Fox is, I'd say, fairly neutral. But I do have a whole lot of units spread out way too much now. These are hovering way too high for me to shoot. Come on, troopers. These snipers might not be able to survive this encounter. The tow moving forward. I think this guy's completely forgotten about his helos. And now I got more fire support, especially fire support from the striker. Come on, get rid of him. It's just a scout squad. It's nothing too special. Okay, good. They know where I was. So let's not be there by the time that any potential counterattack is going to happen. There's the longbow. Okay, I want you... Yeah, I was going to go for a fairly sizable salvo here. Because I think they're going to keep pushing on Alpha. Going to keep on trying to getting defense on that. Go forward. Stingers. Yep, see, there it comes. There's the counterattack. That's the response to where my troopers were. And the snipers at that. So right now I don't really have any recon. It's not a great position to find yourself in. The only thing I'm doing with these is getting them repaired every single time. HIMARS, relocate. Maybe I can get some damage in on this. Not terrible. At least they'll be wounded. So less effective in a push. As for my longbow, I don't know the area here well enough. That makes me a little bit more hesitant to push in with my helicopter. Because if I don't know where the AA is, I have a higher risk of losing my bird. So what I want to do is approach real low. And then I'm going to pop up. See if I can get some finishing shots in on that trophy. And these are fire and forgets. Sorry, on the M1A3. M1A2. Which is smoking itself up. Pop down. Now. Low. Oh, there it is. He's making a break for it. I'm not sure how good his APS still is. Let's get some Hellfires on it before it escapes. So at least it's going to get more damage in. Or it's going to spend more time wasting to get itself fixed. Hold on, it burned. There you go, somebody got it. It wasn't me, that's for sure. Oh, no. No, 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 no. Longbow survived. But... it was a close call. Alright, Stingers. I'm gonna get these Stinger teams split up. I've got a bunch of kills we can get here. You guys are mostly reloaded. Yeah, let's just saturate the area. It's not very spectacular just saturating the area like that, but hey, if it works. Who am I to judge? How am I doing KD? 1.69. Pretty good. Pretty good. What? I got a high value target there. Unfortunately, that's too far away from my MLRS to really engage. Oh, here it comes. Here it comes. They're smoking this up. And that's a kill. It's like this guy suddenly remembered, oh right, I had helos. It's a bit weird. And that should be a hit. Yeah, something's happening here. Something is happening here. I'm gonna need you guys up the front line. Hello, pilot. Lav. Another Lav. You need to fall back, dude. Turn that radar off and get out. I'm not exactly sure where they're gonna go, but I have a glaring suspicion that they're targeting the cap. Look at this guy. He's actually getting shots on those units. Unfortunately, he's losing line of sight. But otherwise, he'd be able to get some kills in. Oh, they're smoking this up to make it very difficult for me to engage. Very clever. But two can play at that game, because I can ambush you right now. Just like that. If only we could get that gun on target fast enough. Go, scouts, now. Blackhawk, get out. I don't think they got a lot of air support, so I'm gonna send... Or, sorry, AA support, so I'm gonna send a unit in. Ooh, troopers might need to help out here. Run. I don't know if I can win that. Smoke up, get out. I'm gonna conserve my units as much as I can. Yeah, you're making a mistake. You're following me in, and that's your death. That's your mistake right there. Kill. Relocate. Oh, here comes the real firepower. Longbow. Because I'm weak now. Need help, Delta. There. My toe is trying to do what it can, but it can't get a good shot in. Okay, get out. Get out. We do have 2 missiles left. Yeah, I can't exactly fight that. I got 4 javelins here, but at this shorter range, I don't think we can get a javelin in anything. I'm going to split up my infantry here. Just to make sure that I don't have too many units concentrated inside of one building. And if they want to pop out, that's fine, but they're going to get met by an Apache and or a Longbow. Unfortunately, the other one is unavailable. Because it's already deployed. Let's get you out here. Go. Come on, shoot that LAV. Sorry, AAV. And decent damage. Relocate. Here it comes. Here it comes. Thanks. 4 tanks. It's definitely not a very combined arms approach here. Because it's just one unit after the other. And I think that's their mistake right now. Because they're making it kind of easy for me. Nuke! Negative. You're not gonna nuke my position. I don't want you to nuke my position. I really don't. Got it. Coming with tanks. Thanks. Those AAVs are going to be annoying, but I can kill those. See, they got no AA, so they're all sitting ducks around here. There's the Apache doing its thing again. Infantry there. Unfortunately, I just ran out of rocket pods. See, they got nowhere to go. It's nice that they're going to capture Delta. Briefly. But they have no further play. Because their tank is dying. And their infantry isn't getting any support. So the only thing I need to do is fly in some additional infantry and be done with it. We're going to send some troopers and some snipers. That ought to do it. Yeah, they got Delta, but briefly. Look at that. Where are you going to go? Like, really, where are you going to go? Okay, that's annoying. Small. If they pushed with the tanks first and then rushed in with the infantry and backed everything up with AA, this would have been a very different outcome. Right now, pretty easily controllable. See, there's their AA, but now it's way too late to the front. And now he knows that, so he's going to try and deploy that. It's fine, under control. Thanks. Okay, and fortunately he's out of missiles, so let's see if I can get him some supplies. I'm not going to fly those in, because I don't know. I'm going to get him to drive that in. Looks like we're going to have a good win here. Plus 15. I need to get this longbow resupplied with that supply package, but they managed to capture that. Okay, reinforce this. What the hell are you doing here? Unfortunately, I'm a little low on missiles, so we're gonna have to do this the old-fashioned way. Oh, really? Rude. Stingers? Ooh, stingers. One more. Yes, good man. Well done, dude. Who needs an F-15 anyway? Moreover, there's another shore rat coming in. Get out! Can we get the javelin on that? Stingers, run. Snipers, relocate to here. If only there was a tall building that you could use. We got 2 minutes 33. In that time, I don't think even a striker can make it to the front line. So if I want to do something, it's probably going to involve some artillery. We got 1 shot left. Okay, we're going to blow this up if we can. And I'm going to shoot that if we can. We got a plus 12 about to happen. 1 disconnected. Yeah, we got to win out of this. Interesting fight. Especially with... What is your plan, dude? The only thing I need to do now is just get out. It's just trying to fish some kills. Well, I mean, I can't really fault him trying to do the same thing, but okay. With the way that that game started, I wasn't really thinking that it was going to go down this way. I thought it was going to cut me off, but they paid their air tax. And that, interestingly, kind of worked against them. Because they had so many planes, they didn't have a whole lot of points for ground control. And that, I think, then broke their attack on this part. Hold on, I don't know if that shore rat's still alive. Fall back. That broke their attack on this part. So they couldn't really pursue the attack once they had, I think, these buildings here. I could knock them out there, I could capture this, and I could push back into here. Once I locked down this lane here, I could sideshot anything coming down that lane. and it was pretty much done for. They just couldn't get a whole lot of work in. Get the HIMARS relocated. Something I could have done better is use these units more. As you can see, the front line is shifted, so I'm basically wasting a bunch of points and income here. So that's something I need to focus on more. Then again, allowing my allies or helping my allies push on Foxtrot I think was an okay choice. Because it allowed them to capture Fox and Alpha. It took some pressure off of them. And with my TOW and forces here, I was able to get some spotting and get some damage in on them. Pushing them back further. They also seem to be somewhat overinvested on arty. And if you overinvest on arty, that's going to come back to bite you at some later date. Because you don't have the ground forces. You can't really push. So, 3 seconds left, and that's a total victory. That is a GG. 18 points gained, 25-0. That is a kills of 7,900 and deaths of 3,200, with a total KD of 247. Nice. Now, when I first looked at this match, I was going, okay. We got a level 16, we got a level 15, we got a level 12, and apparently with fairly high elo as well. But that's not necessarily going to allow you a win. So, with that, I got the KD ratio kill and an underdog... No, a destruction. Highest destruction score on the team. Doesn't necessarily mean much. I think the score overall is more important. And you can have the highest KD but still have a lower score. But I try to push into caps. And that is something that the game, I think, rewards with points. Now, let's have a look. I think my kills and points are fairly well divided. You're going to see the Apache every now and then, but then I got lost it or pulled it back out, and same for the Longbow. I mean, this Longbow took care of one Dragoon, and I think at that point I decided to pull it out, because it either got too badly damaged or there was nothing else there. This is a good kill. Airborne snipers took care of a vehicle and a force recon, well done. This was a pretty decent amount of kills here. This guy was productive. Scout Sniper, Force Recon, Scout Sniper, 2 lavs. The TOW 2B team, which I think was in the front line, towards the Foxtrot position. They did a lot. For 85 points, they took out a lot. And this Striker Shore Rat, look at that. Super Cobra, Viper, Super Cobra, 2 Shadows, a Recon unit. A Recon unit and a pilot. Nice. Losses. Did I lose any high amount of units to any one unit? I mean, this took out a Stinger team and a Scout. Yeah, that's fine. One Eagle took out the Blackbird. The Black Hawk early on, and the Weapon Squad and the Stinger team. So yeah, it makes sense that I lost that. It's fine. That was the opener. Overall, I'm starting to get the hang of the Striker team. The way that they play, and especially the way that I can try and back them up with the Special Forces. I'm enjoying it. Let me know what your thoughts are below. I look forward to seeing your tips on how to improve, your suggestions on what I could have done different. And I hope you were entertained by the video. Also, I hope the commentary was good enough. As mentioned, commentary plus gameplay equals either worse gameplay or worse commentary, or both. But this time around, I think I got away with it pretty well. Thank you for watching. I hope you've enjoyed, and I'll see you soon for more.